coming at you from the AO Studios. Order up the numbers game. It is time for us to order up.
Order up.
This week we continue our numbers game as we order up the grade eights. So many to choose from, ranging many different sports, but this here is the definitive list. From 5 to 1, what do you got, D?
Well, I mean, this is almost as tough as 7 or 5. 5 is one.
Yeah.
All right, so my first one, I'm going with Alexander Ovechkin, 5. He's my number 5. One of the greatest scorers in NHL history. I mean, there's no doubt. He actually, Z, I think you would agree with this, he made the number 8 famous in hockey. I mean, right? I mean, would you agree to that? I mean, I can't really think of any other players in hockey that have worn the number 8, but he's on the 100th anniversary team. Go ahead, so you got somebody?
You have a couple. You have like Cam Neely, who's more regional than global, and Teemu Selanne was really good, but they're very good, but not on the level of Alex Ovechkin.
He just broke Wayne Gretzky's goals record. He's got his name on the cup, which is important for great players in hockey, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he's my number 5. Okay, so then my number 4. This is just a personal thing for me. It's Cal Ripken Jr. I mean, he really, to me, he came to light right around the time when I started giving a shit about baseball. And he just has one of those records that will never be beaten. He's the Iron Man. I mean, he played the most consecutive games in a row in baseball. And some may argue that he should have been benched in the late 80s and even in the early 90s, that he wasn't that good of a player, but he did play. He played the game. You can't take that away from him. And he's a Hall of Famer, 2-time MVP, 19-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, Home Run Derby champ, 2 Gold Gloves, 2-time All-Star MVP, 8-time Silver Slugger, and he's got a World Series ring. He played for only one team. Very impressive. So my number 4 is Cal Ripken Jr. And number 3, this is a personal one for me. Again, around the time when I really started caring about football and caring about sports, and he might not be on your list, but he's on mine. Steve Young, man. It's Steve Young. I mean, he's the one player that he's one of the players that made me fall in love with the quarterback position. Steve Young, Joe Montana, Dan Marino, Michael Vick, Tom Brady made me fall in love with the quarterback position. Hall of Famer, mainly it was a backup most of his time. He was backing up Joe Montana most of his career. Finally becomes a starter, wins the Super Bowl as a starter. And he already had 2 rings, and he got 3 rings and the Super Bowl MVP. In my opinion, him and Drew Brees were the most accurate quarterbacks in NFL history. Steve Young, left-handed, he could run. I mean, we talk about how Michael Vick was a scrambler. This guy was the scrambler. He was the guy who really started that. I almost forgot about this next one because more 24 for him. My number 2 is Kobe Bryant. 75th anniversary team. Take a drink.
Take a drink.
He's a 5-time champ. I mean, again, 3 of those were with Shaq, where Shaq was the best player, but 2 of them were his. I mean, he was the leader of those teams. He was the best player on those teams. He was wearing 24 then, but only one MVP award. kind of weird. But 12-time All Defensive Team, 15-time NBA, 2 times Finals MVP, and those were the 2 years that he did it on his own. Gone too soon, but Kobe Bryant is my number 2. And number 1, and he's forgotten by almost everybody, but it's Yogi Berra. And again, the numbers are just stupid for Yogi Berra. I mean, the guy only struck out like 18 times in 1960. I mean, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, it's just stupid. Like, these numbers are just insane. Like, this guy, I think he's 10 World Series. He's won 10. He's got a World Series ring for every finger on his hand. He was a catcher in the 50s and the 60s. He was catching double headers. He was catching with a shit glove. 5'7". He went to, he was, I believe he was in the war, military service in 1944, 1945. Then came to play baseball.
That he was.
And just an amazing hitter, amazing player. He got to see it all, right? He got to play with DiMaggio. He got to play with Mano. He caught Whitey Ford. Like, the things that this man has seen is amazing. So my number 1 is Yogi Berra. There will never be another Yogi Berra. What do you got?
I mean, you can't go wrong with that list. Honorable mentions: Bill Dickey. 8 is the only number that's retired twice by the Yankees, and Dickey is also on that list. Albert Bell, another guy who is
yes.
That's good. That's yeah. I mentioned Cam Neely already. I mentioned Teemu Selanne. So you have a few guys that kind of fall into that. We have the same 5, just in a different order.
Do we really?
And we have the same 5, just in a different order.
That's wild. What are the chances of that?
Yeah. Well, also Troy Aikman, another honorable mention.
That's what I'm saying. I can't believe that you went with Steve and you didn't go with Troy. Because I almost had to put Troy in there just because he won so many rings.
Yeah, but the numbers bear out. It was narrow. It was slight, but Steve Young was better than Troy Aikman. It was very slight. It was very slim, but it was there. For me, I'm going to go with Cal Ripken at number 5. And not just because we share a birthday. Hall of Famer, 2-time MVP, Rookie of the Year. Played the ultimate prank on Billy Ripken with the fuck face on the knob of the bat. I don't know. Home Run Derby champion, Clemente Award winner, All-Star MVP. That streak is never going to be broken, mostly because major league managers would never allow it. I mean, look at Nick Castellanos. He was pissed off that they took him out for defense, and then, fuck you. There goes your streak. Sorry, Nick. Yeah, you bastard. 19-time All-Star. 431 homers. Like, that's surprising. You don't necessarily... I mean, Cal Ripken had pop, but you don't really think of him as knocking on the door of the 500 home run club. I certainly don't. So... a solid player, and tough as they come. Number 4, I got to go with Steve Young. You're looking at 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, 3-time Super Bowl champion. 33,000 yards, 232 touchdowns, 64% completion, and he was a dual threat. Right? He was the mobile quarterback. He was the blueprint for what the position eventually evolved into. And you're right. He had to wait his turn. And it's okay to wait your turn, especially when you have a guy like Joe Montana in front of you. It's fine. Some guys don't get their chance, but Steve Young did. He made the most of it. Number 3, I gotta go I got to go with Kobe at number 3. Mostly because I'm going to say I want to save him more for 24. But if you look at it, I mean, what more can you say about him? 2-time scoring champion, 5-time NBA champion, 15-time All-NBA team, 12-time All-Defensive team. Like, come on. Like, what needs to be said about Kobe that hasn't been said already about Kobe? So, an absolute stud and one of the best scorers and best all-around players of the modern era. Number 2, I gotta go with Ovechkin. You don't pass Wayne Gretzky by being a nobody, right? You don't take one of Wayne Gretzky's records by being a Scribino. And 897 career goals, 726 assists, a plus 60 for his career, delivers the punishment. He's not just a prissy hockey player. He goes about his business, and he's won the Cup. He won the Calder. He won the Art Ross. He's won the Hart Trophy. He's won the Pearson. He's won the Rocket Richard. He's won the Conn Smythe. He's on the anniversary team. He won the Messier Leadership Award. Like, come on now. Like, that trophy case is ridiculous. Alexander Ovechkin deserves to be in the conversation for one of the best hockey players of all time. And number 1, was there any doubt? It's Lawrence Peter Yogi Berra. 18-time All-Star, 10-time World Series champion, Hall of Famer, 3-time MVP, and a wordsmith. An absolute wordsmith. Nobody goes there anymore. It's too popular. 90% of the game is half mental. What more can you say? What more can you say about it's not over till it's over? And they give you cash, which is just as good as money. He had a charisma about him, an aura about him. Like, we like to use aura, like, in, pretty loosely these days. But Yogi Berra, he had a charisma about him, and he had an aura about him. And it is, he was one of a kind. And that's all you can say. That's the best thing you could say about Yogi Berra, is that he was authentically himself. And what more could you ask for? Fought for his country, excelled on the baseball field, top of the pop, top of the 8. But those are our lists. What are yours? Hit us up, faderoutemail@gmail.com. Slide in our DMs on IG at Fade Route Podcast. Drop us a line on X at Fade Route DNZ, and let us know what your top 5 number 8s were. It's time for us to run the go route. We'll talk to you next week when we're on to number 9. Thanks for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you liked what you heard and you want to hear more, be sure to like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Leave us a review, rate us 5 stars, turn on subscription notifications, and share on social media. Tell your friends and spread the word.